Okay, let's talk about what's happening in Europe with regard to these European farmers. They want to, from what I understand, break into the EU headquarters. And Alexa, maybe you could tell us what's going on. What are their issues? Are they protesting mass culls? Are we back worried about the
Everything
fertilizer
is,
targets, or is it like everything?
but everything is related.
Okay.
It's not the first time the farmers are rising in Europe.
Yeah.
But recently, what happened, and it's not the first time that this is happening, but in 2025, I know that there is about more than 3,000 cow who were culled in France, mainly because there were some case of lumpy skin disease. And by the way, when the cow have this disease, first of all, you can't transmit it to human. The human can still eat the meat and not being infected. It's not transmissible from a cow to another cow. It's mainly like a mosquito.
It's mosquito. It's a
Yeah.
mosquito, and the lumpy skin is actually the cows. If they do get sick, it's from a
Yeah.
secondary infection, from the sores caused by this disease that is transmissible by air. And I remember in the olden days we used to spray mosquitoes, but the environmentalists don't like us doing that anymore.
Mm-hmm. And they had some cases in the past in l'île de la Réunion, Réunion Island. It's an island in France. But what they did, they actually vaccinated all the cow.
Yeah.
And they were able to eradicate the disease. But the thing is, in south of France, in Bordes-sur-Arize, there were one case. The cow died, but the state decided to kill
Them
all the 207 other cow that were healthy. And that is not the first time. Instead of like offering the vaccination, because their own government website say that there is two choices: or we mass cull, or we are offering vaccination. But they didn't actually offer the vaccination. They just say we would just kill all the cow. So they were a big revolt that night, and it was really difficult to watch because the police unit came with helicopter and full armament and big trucks, and obviously the farmer were blocking access, and they were protesting the mass call. And what they did, they actually gassed the farmers and the cow who were suffocating just before being killed. So that is animal cruelty. And then afterwards, when they actually killed the 207 other cows, the farmer rised up. They started to to spread manure. What is it, like a shit cow? Shit on prefecture and other building. But what happened yesterday? Because there is still protests happening in France, in south of France. There is still like a movement and action that is taking place over there. But yesterday and today, we saw other farmers in Bruxelles, in La Place Luxembourg Square, who were protesting over there. Why? They are protesting against the EU Mercosur, that is the agreement with South America.
South America trade deal. They're worried about cheap imports from South America coming into the EU, and
because they are going to do a change in that agreement to increase the amount of meat that they will receive from South America. And what they are saying is like the guardrail, the safe guardrail, is too weak to protect them from bad meat or bad quality. And also, you need to know that the EU, especially in France, they are really proud of their product. They say that it's good quality. They know what they are eating.
They're worried about importing beef from the third world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they know, like sometimes they talk about certain country that they use pesticide or other like kind of product that they don't use them, and they know what they are eating, and also you need to be proud of what you're selling and what you're giving to the people. And I'm pretty sure you went to France, you went to Europe. The quality of the food there is incredible. The quality of the bread, the quality of everything is so good that they are worried to import stuff, and that will impact also their health. And also they are killing the farmers over there because the farmers want to stay alive. They want also to feed their people. They actually dedicated their whole life to grow those cow, to grow those food, and to offer it to the people. That is actually investing their whole life for this.
Sure.
You need to be passionate for doing this because it's a hard work for doing
Yeah.
so.
Look, you don't have to tell me. Right,
I
right,
know.
right. You don't have to tell me, but I also see the other side of this. So I also see the side of the consumer where the cost of living is out of control. Food is so expensive. And so for the people on the lower rungs of society who are looking for a cheap yet albeit nutritious protein, imported beef would drive the costs down. Now, but you have to look at the ramifications on the other side for the domestic producers. So I don't know where the balance is here. But I love a good farmer protest either way. I
Yeah.
love a good farmer protest. I love when they show up with their shit spreaders and they're burning tires and their tractors. I love it. I
Mhm.
can't get enough of it. I could watch it all day.
Because what they were saying is like when they kill the cow, they receive a compensation, but they receive the compensation only if they replace the cow. If they don't decide to replace the cow,
Right. And I
they
can
don't
understand
receive
why
any.
right, and I can understand why you wouldn't want to go back into beef producing. Ask me if I think those ostrich farmers are going to get more ostriches. If the state can just come in and murder your animals, maybe you don't go back into animal agriculture anymore. And then what?
Exactly. And so most of them, it's not just an animal, it's their animal. They know them. It's like, same if it's cow, they talk with their cow. They know each other. They know how they react. They know their personality and everything, Look at the ostriches. They knew their ostriches by name.
Right. Yeah.
So it's not just killing for like, oh, you're just killing like a farm animal. No, you are killing also member of your team, of your family. Like it's, I can see like their side of the story. And also you are impacting your farmer like economically. And so some of them will have to close their farm, and less farm, less food, and then we will turn ourselves into fake food being
Yeah.
produced in laboratory.
Yeah.
Now they are looking into creating milk out of a cow. I'm not going to drink that, by the way.
No. Cricket milk. I saw cricket milk.
But now I
Um,
saw like also uh, putting like bacteria together, and it did that will make milk, and I was just like, this is gross. This is gross. That's not like natural.
yeah.
But we have a problem. We saw it in Netherlands. We saw it in multiple places. We like same our farmer in Quebec actually did protest at one point because of the environment regulation make them struggle because they need to spend more money into what the government wants them to do and to use in order to reach net zero or something like that.
Hmm.
But the thing is, who is paying those costs?
The consumer. Always the consumer.
And
Um,
so, because the consumer have a price added on top of what they are buying, they don't want to buy locals product because it's too expensive. And
yeah.
so less and less of the product of the locals are being bought, and then you are impacted the farmers instead of, you know,
Yeah.
the
And then we'll
government.
Then we'll just eat our lab-grown steak and our drink our cricket milk, and as Nicholas Tesla once said, "You may live to see man-made horrors." beyond your comprehension. And it was a prediction, not even a warning.
But
Let Go ahead.
quickly, it's good to see because Emmanuel Macron said nothing. Most of the leader of the European country said nothing. But I saw that Jordan Bardella
Yep.
actually took the microphone and spoke in the side of the farmers. Jordan Bardella, for the people who don't know him, it might be potentially the next president of France, because as of right now, Marine Le Pen is not eligible to run. We will know maybe like with the court trial that is happening at this moment. But if she can't run, it would be Jordan Bardella. And he's really young. I think he's 31 or around in the 30s. So he's a young man, but he's well spoken. And at least we can see that he is standing with the farmers.